Actually, two ways. We first learned on the internet. I think we kind of scoped out who was doing what in basement repairs. And then when I had your name, I was talking to my sister, and she said, "Oh yeah, they're great. We used them, and we're really happy with them." So we got kind of a recommendation from her as well.
It was very simple. He came in and he had a look around, and I tell you, it took no time at all. He was able to scope it out, let us know what was required, how they were going to do it.
Showed us the
video of it, and that's what the guys did when they showed up.
The video was really helpful to understand the process and what was going to happen, and exactly sort of what the impact to our basement was going to be. And
there wasn't any pressure or anything.
No. And we talked about doing repairs from the inside versus the outside, and it just seemed like the right way to go as well. When Jeff was here, he gave us a price right immediately on site, and it was very competitive. So we decided to proceed with that estimate, and we put our deposit down, and then he said the office would call us for an appointment, which they did the next day, and unfortunately that was some delay. But that gave us time to actually accomplish what we needed to do down in the basement as far as prepping, pulling the studs and making the space available for them to actually do the work. So in the process of doing that, unfortunately, we found a second leak. And so we got it exposed and contacted Jeff, because we weren't sure what the process would be for getting sort of two of them done. And Jeff was very accommodating. He gave us, he asked us to send him pictures. He asked where it was in the basement. We told him, and he gave us a quote basically over the phone, and it was going to be done all in the same time as our original booking, which was really slick. I mean, that was super helpful, because it sends you into a panic when you're sort of 10 days ahead of when they're supposed to show up, and all of a sudden you found sort of more issues. So it was handled very professionally, very quickly, and yeah, I mean, we were given again the price right there then and there, whether to proceed or not to proceed, and very accommodating in that sense, extremely accommodating. So then, of course, on our day of repair, the two gentlemen showed up, Cody and Tim. And very professional. They came in, they took a look at because they again haven't seen the process, what they're dealing with. Came in, looked at the work. We talked about the prep. As far as we left the carpet down because it's getting ripped up anyway, so we said don't worry about drinking over the carpet or anything. But then they very nicely put sheets down from the pathway from the front door down the stairs, so it was all protected, and from them sort of walking back and forth. And they arrived actually about 5 minutes early, so like right on time, very punctual. And very clean too. Like we were warned about dust and everything, but very minimal dust, and they cleaned up very nicely after themselves. And they kind of did a prep work in terms of making sure that we had turned the furnace off, and so we didn't have any circulation going during the work while it was being done, so we're not spreading the dust throughout the house. And so those things are, I mean, it seems like minor stuff, but it can make a big difference in how the end result turns out and how you feel about having this work done, because we had no impact to the rest of our house. In fact, we had very little even to the room that they were working in. To be honest, it was great.
It was your sister's recommendation that really gave us the comfort level to go ahead with advanced basement.
Yeah, she had a major job to be done, and she said they were excellent when she had them. So we had a very good comfort level going into the process, and that was just reaffirmed by actually having the work done. So if anybody needs any work done in their basements, this is the company to use, absolutely, because the professionalism, the everything, right from, as I said, the first phone call right to the end result, it was handled professionally, and we were treated with respect.
Yeah.
Our questions were answered very promptly. Yeah, I've got nothing, I can't think of anything negative to say.
Yeah, there's no hedging or anything.
No, and no pressure. I mean, there's no, you got to sign here right now or else, that kind of thing. There's none of that at all.
But the other nice thing about it is the warranty that you offer, and that's a real big plus, in our eyes. Because once we get the basement refinished, we don't want to have to tear it up again.